I was really surprised to see this one. I do know it is a newer release from this particular line. A lot of people seem to like it, and based on the name, I have to say it is perfect timing to find this one. The scent we are talking about is Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and if this is your first time finding me, my name is Gerard. Today we are looking at my latest pickup from Burlington. I go into these stores once a week, my Marshalls, my TJ Maxx's, my Burlingtons, to try to find fantastic deals on hidden gem fragrances, new releases, things that you might not expect to find at those types of stores. So if you like content like that, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, of course, and hit the hype button, all the good things. But let's jump into what I found. I was really surprised to see this one. I do know a little bit about it. I know the fact that it is a newer release from this particular line. A lot of people seem to like it, and based on the name, I have to say it is perfect timing to find this one. The scent we are talking about is Hawas Tropical from Versace. And I ended up paying, this is an eau de parfum concentration, I ended up paying $39.99 for the 100 ml bottle. So as I always do, I'm gonna bust this open, I'm gonna get it on skin, walk you guys through what I pick up, the notes, and ultimately let you know if Hawas Tropical from Versace is actually any good. Let's get into it. I was a big fan of the original Hawas, I think it's the best one in the line, in my opinion. But I also haven't tried everything, so I shouldn't say that. I haven't tried Hawass Ice yet. I don't know if this is duping anything or cloning anything. And I prefer that. I prefer going into these sort of blind smell tests, not knowing very much about the fragrance at all. But I do know that this is a newer release. So let's take a look at the atomizer. Really nice atomizer. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah, in the air, I'm definitely picking up some of that OG DNA of this, that sort of bubblegum synthetic sweetness, fruity, musky, maybe a little bit woody. But yeah, very familiar scent profile in the air. It does smell synthetic, it doesn't smell cheap. This is on the higher end of the price spectrum when it comes to Burlington's. I paid, again, $39.99, 40 some odd dollars with tax. To me, that's on the higher end of pricing for the rack stores. If I can find a gem under $40, that's ideal. But this, you know, in the air doesn't smell cheap, it just smells synthetic, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, so very sweet and fruity off of the skin. It also has a creaminess to it, so like a milky kind of, it's not powdery. It's definitely milky, creamy, which I like. I can't quite put my finger on the fruit. Okay, yeah, I think it's coconut. But there's also something really aromatic here as well. Could be sage or something along those lines. It does have like a slight cooling effect, so it could be mint. Interesting. So it's creamy, a little bit cooling. You have that really nice fruity, fleshy coconut that's coming through. Yeah, I don't really know if this is reminding me of anything specifically. It also has an underlying aquatic tone to it, so I love that about it. The aquaticness breaks up some of the sweetness. It is very sweet, for sure, but it also has a freshness, maybe a little green. So yeah, the mint, I don't know if it's mint, but there's a mintiness to it, a cooling effect that is coming across green and really refreshing. It brightens up the scent overall because it is a very sweet fragrance. Perfect for summer. I mean, the name could not be more indicative of what is in the bottle. So yeah, tropical, definitely for sure. It's, you know, I with some of these sweeter fragrances, I don't really necessarily equate sweet with tropical. I really, you know, it has to be a very tame sweetness for me personally. But coconut, if done correctly, can come across as a fleshy, fruity, sometimes bitter, not overly sweet fruit. And I like when it's closer to that than it is than the sweeter side of the coconut or even like sunscreen. And that's not this vibe at all from the coconut. I can see a lot of people really liking this, and as it's drying down a little bit, the fruitiness is coming through more. It is really well done, surprisingly so. I was expecting this to, based on what I was getting in the air, to smell really synthetic off of the skin, and that's just not what I'm getting. Let's take a look at the notes really quick. So the notes for Hawass Tropical, top notes are coconut water, fig leaf, and ginger. Mid notes are coconut, fig, and mint. And the base notes are sandalwood, tonka bean, and musk. Yeah, so a couple of those notes make a ton of sense. Obviously the mint, anything coconut related. The coconut water could be some of the aquaticness that I'm getting. So the combination of coconut and the aquatic notes making up that coconut water accord. Obviously that's not a real note. It's just sort of a fantasy note, but it's working really well here. The thing that I was not expecting was the fig. Now that I know that fig is in here, I'm picking up that fig leaf. It has an earthiness to it, but along with that, the fruitiness coming directly from the fig note. Kind of push-pull in the opening here. You kind of get the coconut and then the fig. So I think that's why I couldn't quite pinpoint the coconut immediately. But the fig, that is one of the best fruits that you can use in fragrance, my opinion. I think it's so well done here. And with all this going on, that creaminess, that undertone of creaminess, 100%, I'm liking this. It also fits this week's theme. So you guys definitely need to watch my weekly rotation video. Those videos drop every single Monday, and I will be sure to link last week's rotation video down below so you guys can check it out, but I'll give this a full wear, talk more about the overall performance in that video. Occasions I see this being worn is definitely more casually. Summertime, vacation, beach, poolside. It evokes quite a bit of that summer energy. Now, I also think this is a nice transitional fragrance because of the creamy notes, because of the musk, because of the sandalwood. This can carry over into the evening. So you can wear this during the day and not really overwhelm anyone, and then out that night. So if you're going to dinner, maybe you're going to like a cookout or a late night barbecue, something like that, friends, family, having fun, this is gonna work. As it dries down a bit, I'm getting even more of that fig leaf. That is just as much of a standout note here as is the coconut. The fig leaf, for me personally, has almost like a vegetal feel. So it's a little bit kind of like a plant, and that's not a bad thing, but it adds an earthiness to it that I think is much needed in this fragrance because of the sweetness. I don't like overwhelming sweetness. I like things with a little dimension, a little depth, and this definitely has that. Overall, I think a fantastic deal for $40. They nailed it. Probably one of the better from the line that I've tested in a while. I think this is a great summertime fragrance. You can't really go wrong. I am curious about the overall performance though. So like I said, I'm gonna wear it this week. I'll wear it today. I'm not wearing anything. Let's put it on now. And I'll talk more about it in that weekly rotation video. But yeah, oh wow. Okay, yeah. As I'm spraying it more, definitely more of that coconut in there. This is a nice one. It has a little bit of an effervescence to it, a little sparkly, and that creaminess. It just works. Guys, I'd be really curious to know your thoughts on Hawas Tropical. Is this a fragrance that you guys enjoy? If you can get a tropical feeling, freshy, aquatic coconut fruit and have that last a long time in the summer, you're already winning. For 40 bucks, it's hard to beat. Hawas Tropical. Guys, I'm gonna link Hawas Tropical in the description down below. But again, if you like content like this, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Hit that bell notification so you're updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.